Breaking news. Welcome to Throne Talk. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Today, we're diving into a story that's casting a long shadow over the British royal family, a story about Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie and the tough situation they find themselves in due to their father, Prince Andrew's controversial reputation. Now, you might be wondering, what's going on exactly? Well, let's break it down. In recent times, Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, has been embroiled in controversy following his associations with the late Jeffrey Epstein and other scandals that rocked the royal establishment. Ever since he stepped down from his royal duties in 2019, his actions have left a lasting impact, not only on his own reputation, but also on the public perception of his daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams recently pointed out that the unpredictable behavior of Prince Andrew places his daughters in what he described as a desperate situation. Imagine being in a family where you're constantly waiting to see what your sibling might do next week or next month. That's the kind of uncertainty these princesses have been forced to live with. Despite their loyalty to their father, Beatrice and Eugenie have reportedly reached a point where they are eager for him to make some serious changes to his lifestyle to mitigate the negative impact on their own roles within the royal family. And here's the kicker. On Prince Andrew's 65th birthday, both Beatrice and Eugenie chose to remain silent, with no public messages or acknowledgements on social media. Now, if you ask me, that silence speaks volumes about the delicate balance they are trying to maintain between family loyalty and protecting their own public images. It's almost as if they are saying, "We love you, Dad, but we also can't let your missteps define our future." Now, let's pause for a moment. If you're enjoying this deep dive into royal family dynamics, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and share your thoughts in the comments below. We always love hearing from you. Moving on, the ongoing scrutiny of Prince Andrew's past actions continues to affect how both the public and the media view his daughters. Over the years, Beatrice and Eugenie have been caught in the crossfire of this controversy. While they have managed to maintain relatively low profiles, their connection to Andrew has meant that every move they make is subject to intense public and media scrutiny. And this isn't just about the past, it's about shaping their future roles within the monarchy. Many believe that the controversies surrounding their father could hamper their own paths, making it harder for them to establish independent identities separate from the shadow of scandal. In fact, some royal insiders suggest that despite their best efforts to distance themselves, the legacy of Prince Andrew's misdeeds lingers like an unwelcome guest at a royal banquet. And let's be honest, no one wants an unwelcome guest crashing their party, especially not in the world of royalty where every public appearance is meticulously planned and scrutinized. But here's where it gets a little more interesting. Despite the challenges, both Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie are reportedly trying to navigate this tricky landscape with a mix of resilience and discretion. They are balancing family loyalty with the need to forge their own paths in a public life that's often as unforgiving as a harsh winter's day at Windsor. It's a classic royal dilemma. How do you honor your family while also protecting your own future? And this is a question that the sisters have been grappling with ever since the controversies first emerged. Now, for a bit of light-hearted commentary, imagine if royal family meetings had subtitles like, "The Andrew Edition," where every discussion is punctuated with, "We need to talk about Dad." It might not make the situation any easier, but it would certainly add a dose of humor to the relentless media circus. Speaking of which, the media has been relentless in its coverage, and fans have had plenty to say. Some sympathize with the princesses, arguing that they shouldn't have to pay the price for their father's misdeeds, while others believe that it's time for a full reckoning, so that the future of the monarchy can be built on a cleaner slate. And who can blame them? In today's world, where reputation is everything, even a royal bloodline isn't immune to the consequences of bad decisions. As the royal family continues to evolve, it's clear that the repercussions of Prince Andrew's controversies are far from over. His actions have not only tainted his own reputation, but have also complicated the lives of those around him, especially his daughters. For Beatrice and Eugenie, every public appearance, every social media post, is measured against the backdrop of their father's troubled legacy. And while they have managed to keep a relatively low profile, the pressure is always there, like a persistent reminder that family matters can sometimes be the most complicated of all. So, what does the future hold for Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie? Will they be able to carve out independent roles within the royal family, free from the shadows of controversy? Or will the legacy of Prince Andrew continue to cast its long, dark cloud over their prospects? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear, these princesses are determined to rise above it all. Their silence on major family events and their cautious public appearances speak to a desire to protect their personal lives, while still honoring their royal duties. And that, my friends, is the true challenge of modern royalty. Now, before we wrap up today's update, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this royal dilemma? Do you believe that Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie can overcome the negative legacy of their father? Or is it a burden they'll carry with them forever? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Throne Talk and hit that notification bell to stay on top of all the latest royal news. That's all for today's update. Thanks for tuning in to Throne Talk.